It's just so funny. Oh, oops. Hold on. Y'all can see that. I need to go back to... Hold on. I need to bring up YouTube. Content. Nope, not my content. Go to... Ah! Hold on. I get back to YouTube on its own. Go back to... There we go. Okay. Go back to YouTube. Go back to the playlist. Thank you. Sheesh. Uh... Alright. Da, da, da. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh. Um... That's a problem. There is nothing for the playlist. Huh. Um... Well, that's rare. Oh. Usually there's a lot for the playlist, but, today, not so much. There's two things. Yikers. We ran out, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my lord. Holy shit. Jesus Christ. This poor archive channel. Jeez Louise, what the fuck? Oh my god. Okay. So, out of one of the videos we were looking, or like, I got sent, um, like, this channel is like an archive channel, right? Hold on, sorry. Let me put up something else real quick. So I can, like, there we go. Hold on. Oops. Oops. No. No. Fucking Christ. Save. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay. Yeah, so this archive channel. Sorry, I know I haven't activated the chat yet. This channel archives stuff, and people gave this 120,000 dislikes. I'm like, bro, it's an archive channel, for Christ's sake. Like, don't be mean to the person that's archiving stuff. Like, good lord. I understand, like, the commercial sucks, but this isn't, like, the guy this isn't the organization itself. It's just a dude that archived it. Christ. Jeez Louise, leave the poor archive channel alone. What did he do? People had to, like, he had to turn off comments because people were, like, bullying him. Like, dude, this is not... It's like, this is an archive channel. It's not the original channel. I get Autism Speaks fucking sucks ass, but he's not Autism Speaks. He's, like, he's the fucking, like, I say, he's just a dude that fucking, was involved, or a dude that made, what do I call it? He's just a dude that fucking didn't make it. Sorry, he was a dude that archived that shit. Okay, why is YouTube not showing up? Okay, I'm sorry. YouTube should be up, but it is not. Why is YouTube not up? It's there, so why is YouTube not working? This is annoying. Hold on. Gonna add everybody on stream. For the stream, hold on. uh, me and and ba bing, bada boom, perfect. Alrighty. Da, da, da. I'm trying to. Sorry, I'm trying to activate YouTube, but it won't work. Hold on. No, it won't work. I don't know why it won't work. Okay,
Is chat working?
yeah, it's working on Twitch, but YouTube won't activate. Hold on. Hold on. Like, YouTube won't work. Hold on. One sec. I'm trying to, like, get this thing to... I'm trying to get YouTube to... Oh, it just crashed. Okay, there we go. Okay. What the fuck? Okay, I'm gonna have to restart with YouTube, because I don't know why YouTube's not working, but... Oh, it's private. That's why. What the fuck? Why is it private? Why is it private? There we go. Okay. Now it should be working. That's so weird. Why was it private? And it's still not fucking... Oh my god! Just work! Okay, you know what? I'm gonna have to end the stream on YouTube's end real quick. Work. I'm sorry. I'm trying to activate YouTube, but it just doesn't want to work. I don't know why YouTube's thing isn't wanting to connect. Getting a little peeved off because YouTube just should be working.
Hello.
There we go. Okay. Now YouTube works. There we go. Jesus. Okay. I'm gonna turn the text-to-speech off again. Hi, Fox. Hi, I don't remember who was talking earlier, but I just fucking closed YouTube chat. God damn it. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Okay. There. Alright, now you guys can talk, I think.
Hey, Color. I'm making a cosplay RN.
Yo, nice. Nice, nice. What is the cosplay of? If you don't mind me asking. Hold on. Hold on. One sec.
What is with the drawing in the background?
What's up with everything today? I'm sorry. I'm like, I'm gonna go take a piss real quick. I'll be back. Okay. I'll be back, I promise. Oh, I know. Guess who's back? Back again. Guess who's back? Back from hell. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Was with the drawing in the background? What drawing in the background?
I'm cosplaying a character from a game. His name is Sprout.
Oh, nice. I have no idea who Sprout is, but sounds like a very cute character. Sounds adorable. No one from YouTube today, huh?
Sprout
Interesting.
Seedly.
I don't know what that's from. But good for you. Good for you.
Yes. I have yet to perish, but it's weird that YouTube is being stupid today. Also, chat is delayed by roughly 10s from when I send it, so I'm guessing that I'm lagging or you are far enough away for it to do that.
If it's only 10 seconds, that's about normal for Twitch. Like, streaming is in like live time. It's always like, gonna be a little behind. Wow, there is no one on YouTube. Hold on. Sorry, this is a little strange. Sorry, give me just a moment.
I'm being forced to share my 3-day streak.
Being forced to share my 3-day streak? Nice. Sounds great, I guess. For the stream, or just in general for something else?
Oh yeah, I saw Derpy in a random live stream. The stream.
I saw Derpy in a random live stream. That's cool. Glad that you got to see that, question mark? Sounds awesome. Sorry.
What the heck was that?
I see. That makes sense that streaming would be delayed slightly.
Yeah. It's not in, like, we don't have, like, freaking things that go light speed. Even though, literally, technically, like, now we have the technology for that, but it's being used for evil instead of being used for good. So, you know. Not like
I'm gonna push the useless button now.
Not like streaming is necessarily, like, what do you call it? Not necessarily, like, streaming is necessarily, like, you know, a good thing either. I mean the fact that, like, you know, internet speeds aren't at, like, light speeds. It's not like that should be a high priority anyway.
Help, I put my hot glue gun on a plastic bag and it melted.
Yeah, it's hot. Duh. I don't know what you expected. That is physics. What the fuck? What the hell?
I don't know either, TBH.
What the flying hell is this? What am I looking at? Protomail? Oh. Oh. Oh, it's like an encrypted email.
Explodes.
Huh. Kinda wish I could have used that for a different thing. No, like an encrypted Gmail service. Which, honestly, sounds sweet. I mean, technically it's already encrypted, but, like, it's not owned by, like, a giant corporation. Huh. I kinda want to do that. Oh, wow, yeah, it's, yeah, it's just Gmail, but a little better. Huh. Yeah, part of me wants to, like, kind of wish I use this as my email for something else. Ugh, excuse me. Wish I made, like, an email for this. Dang. Should I switch my email to something else? Oh well. Guess this will be in the future, I guess.
Did you see that Primitive Technology posted? I quite enjoy his work.
Primitive Technology? I have no idea who that is. I'm not sure exactly who that is. I apologize. Let's see, who's Primitive Technology? Let's find out. Primitive Technology. I don't know who he is, so sorry. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, this guy. Yeah. Isn't Primitive Technology? I forgot. I know there's a bunch of...
Oh yeah, also my dog escaped from my backyard and she got sprayed with a skunk.
I know that there is technically, like, what do you call it? I know there's a bunch of channels that ripped off, I think, a channel like this that acted like...
Why are there skunks in your area?
That acted like, how you say it,
I don't know.
There's single skunks in his area, you know, of course, you know. There's single skunks in his area looking for him. Yeah, yeah, there was, what do you call it? I know there's a channel that, like, I know there's a bunch of channels that, like, copied this dude. I think it was this dude's channel that would make like bullshit like things like giant pools
To but FR, my
and
neighbor did warn me that there was a skunk in my neighborhood.
like giant pools and freaking wild other shit that seem like out of this world. And you know,
Primitive technology is the original one yet.
yeah, okay. So primitive technology is the one that they ripped off. Okay, good. Yeah. So I wasn't sure if he was the original guy. So yeah, I mean, to be honest, yeah, this seems actually like it would make sense, right? Let's see. A brick hut, that would make sense. From wood and ash and cement, that makes sense. Um yeah, molden bricks. Yep, a fireplace, that makes sense. Pottery wheel, that makes sense. Like, yeah, this actually seems like it would actually be possible with just a dude like trying to use primitive things. That would make sense. Yeah, these all make sense. Like a you know, a little gondola, but like not gondola, but like a small like umbrella thing. Brick and charcoal production, yeah. Yeah, like brick and charcoal production, shape blower, that makes sense.
Now that I think about it, I have no idea how I found Color's channel.
How you found my channel? I don't know. Probably just if you're a furry, you most likely got recommended. You know, if you're a furry and an artist, if you're a furry or an artist,
He was on my FYP.
yeah. If you're on a furry or an artist, you will get recommended me. So, or VTubers if you like VTubers as well. For some odd reason, I don't know why I'm in there, but you know, I'm there as well.
Reasonable.
So, if you like VTubers, if you like art, if you like furries, you know, I will. People get recommended to me. Also, Therians apparently. Like I'm completely, like I said, I don't really know exactly why. I don't do
Oh, yeah, they're mutants.
I don't do anything Therian like, but you know, go for it, I guess. I don't really care. Like if you want to dress up like if you have a fucking spirit animal, go for it. It's not like other religious things like, you know, don't exist, you know, it's not like other religious things exist, you know. It's like I don't know. So, let's see. Yeah, iron bacteria into cement. Bacteria cement. Uh yeah, okay. Yeah, primitive technology looks like a channel that that would do it.
I like to make things, so I got yours because you're an artist, I assume.
Well, yeah, if you've posted art, if you looked for art, if you even watch commentary or like podcasts, like if I'm a very general based type creator, so it wouldn't surprise me, you know. Hell, even if you got recommended even if you were in politics, I probably was in there for a bit. Even though I don't like doing that shit, I really fucking hate getting involved in politics, but
I
unfortunately...
got her stream on my FYP because I'm a furry.
Yeah. You know, I'm getting recommended a lot of random people for freaking sure. For sure, dude. Like, for sure. Sorry, I'm kind of doing something else as well. I apologize. Yeah, I'm being recommended, like, you know, I'm being recommended by just, like, random-ass things, you know. I'm also, like, a huge troll, so, like, it's, like, obviously people don't really like the fact that, like, I get dislikes on my stuff so often because I troll people, but I'm the old school troll, right? I'm an old school troll. I don't do shit that's like, I don't do shit like doxing people or fucking, you know, being like incredibly
Color is
offensive.
peak, guys trust.
Color is peak, guys trust. No, I am not. Not even close.
My most disliked video was a tagged video.
The Amazing Digital Circus video. Yeah, mine was an Among Us video, so me and you are technically in the same place. I don't know why the hell, like, I thought, like, that was definitely the only video I swear I made that,
You guys
like,
have charts for that?
does it have charts for that? Well, no, I don't.
Yep.
I can go to the original video, and I can look at my dislike, and look at the insane amount of dislikes. Yeah. Yeah. I have a lot of extremely disliked videos, but I'm like, I don't really care.
My brother wanted a wall mount for his shield that I made for his birthday a year back, so I decided to just make it for him.
Let's see.
I can't see my dislikes, it's just a button without the number.
Well, yeah, so if you go into your YouTube studio, there'll be like a little side thing that will show the list of all the dislikes, like likes to dislikes on that. No!
Same. I see it in YouTube Studio.
Yeah. You look in YouTube Studio and you'll see how many likes or dislikes you have. Also, like, if you have the, like, you should also get the...
Thanks for the information.
Yeah, you should also get the Bring Back Dislikes extension, because it shows you a rough amount of, like, what the dislikes could be. Even though a lot of times, like, what do I call it? Even though a lot of times it's pretty inaccurate, it's a lot less than what it would be, but you get the idea if it's, like, something that's incredibly disliked. But nowadays, I don't think really people... How do I say this? Things that people dislike are just not, like... things people dislike now are just... people are just too fucking up their own ass now. I don't know how to explain it. People are just, like, so in their echo chambers that the dislike button doesn't really matter anymore. Beforehand, it kinda did, because it was like, okay, yeah, people... It was like your own audience, like, being like, yeah, this sucks, right? Like, it used to matter a lot. Like, people, you know... The vast majority of people would be, like, on an agreeing consensus with disliking something. But, and I know that's obviously, like, the point, right? But, like, nowadays, if your thing gets recommended to somebody that isn't in your little, like, you know, that isn't in your, like, you know, the genre that you're in, you will just get a shitload of dislikes on it, you know? And it's just stupid. Especially politics, anything politics-esque, yeah, people will just dislike the fuck out of it. Even if, like, you know, even, like, if you don't even do anything that controversial. Even if you don't say anything that controversial and you try to play devil's advocate, people really don't like middle-of-the-ground, like, arguments. Which sounds fucking crazy, because I'm like, the whole point of... you know, debates is trying to at least be, like, you know, you can be biased, but, like, just, you know, fight, you know, actually talk about both sides for a sec, you know, talk about all sides, you know, be at least fair in your argument. But people don't want to do that, right? People don't want fair arguments. People don't want to hear something different than their own opinion. People don't want to do that kind of shit. People just like to bitch and complain. Like, people like to bitch and complain, and then, like...
My most disliked video was saying Rugged that's crash out on Jax in episode 5 and tag was valid.
Let's see. My most disliked video was saying Regatha's crash out on Jax in episode 5 was valid. Well, yeah, I mean, I would say not really, yeah. I would say not really, because it was like, cause she, what do you call it? Yeah, she definitely has some insecurities for sure. So, you know, but I don't know. It is a little ironic that fucking every time I say something, fucking Jax has said it too, and I'm like, oh, cool, great. I'm like, cool, I'm somehow saying things that like are aligned with fucking Jax, and I hate that it is. So I'm like, it shouldn't be, but it is. It's like, I know exactly the type of character that they're doing with him. The character has existed in a lot of other media, but people really like him because I guess people, like, there's definitely some new audience people there's definitely some new people that are, you know, new to a lot of, you know, like, animated shows.
I'm mainly in the craftsmanship side of YouTube, but I am also some on the fanfic portion also because I like the characters, but the canon didn't really live up to its potential.
What, The Amazing Digital Circus? I think it really did. I think The Amazing Digital Circus fully, like
in the most respectful way possible, I hate them all besides like Gangle King or Zoable.
Nah, I mean, I don't think they're all pretty relatable, if that makes any sense. I do admit they really did a hard shift towards, what do I call it? They did a hard shift towards, what do I call it? Towards, like, catering towards adults. So I do see how teenagers aren't really a big fan of it as much. Kinger is just like a dad, which is freaking crazy, like a dad type, right? like obviously like it's interesting because the cool thing is now we know the fact that he's a bit of an
Don't get me
older
wrong, I like
man.
Jax, but TBH, in my opinion, I think her crash out was reasonable. I don't know, I feel if he picks on her like every day and she doesn't do anything, then sure, I guess. But I don't know, they're both in the wrong.
Yeah.
No, I
mean,
was referring to Hoffer, my previous message.
My Hero Academia? Oh, okay. Got it. I would say My Hero Academia is a little wild, yeah. There's definitely some things that I'm not really a fan of in it, but I don't know.
The thing is...
Did I say the thing is? Motherfucker. Hold on. Hold on. Damn. Good catch.
I think Ma is cringe and not my thing.
Yeah. My Hero Academia is cringe. I mean, at the time that it was created, which is 2013, by the way, it very much fits, like, the time.
No.
It much fits.
You Jason did.
Yeah, I know. I added it to the counter. Sorry, I'm, like, trying to, like,
Replying to Fox McDougall, in the most respectful way possible, I hate them all besides like Gangle, Kinger, or Zoable. Yeah, those are all my favorite TADC character.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, all of them seem okay. Like,
Awesome.
But yeah, obviously,
Sorry, there's like...
obviously they're trying to make you
characters.
feel a little...
500 years of delay on YouTube.
Oh yeah, don't worry. It's a minute behind, so... I don't know why YouTube just is like that. I don't know how to fix it. There's
but I like Pomni
nothing,
too.
There's no guide to fix it. So, you know, like Pomni too. Yeah, I mean, like... Yeah, I mean, well, Pomni is definitely somebody that is, like, clearly a person that... They're clearly new to all of it, and they're, like... There's somebody
my favorite
that's
Tad character is the guy who says someone ate sugar before bed.
Favorite... The Amazing Digital Circus character is the guy who says someone ate sugar before bed. The guy who says someone ate sugar before bed? Who? Which one? Was that...
Oh, you gotta go into YouTube Studio and turn on low latency mode, lol. I'm going to go the F and also, long very drum roll, the K.
I gotta go into YouTube and turn on low latency mode? Oh. I did not know that. Yeah, I'm very old, so a lot of technology...
A lot of the fandom is weird, but a few people are alright. And the main thing I prefer in the fanfic is replacing Mineta with Shinsu Hitachi, the brainwashing quirk dude.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm doing a lot of stuff off to the side. I apologize. Like, the drawing hasn't really started because it's been doing a lot of shit right now.
Yep. It's in YouTube Studio.
I did not know that. Okay. I should be doing this later because I should be doing what I'm doing later. But I'm, like, trying to check everything quickly. Hold on.
ITLL be in the bottom left corner.
It'll be in the bottom left corner. Okay. Sure. Let me go to that. Fuck it. I was doing something else, but I'm like, clearly this is lasting a lot longer than I thought, so... My lord.
You fool. How did you not know? You've doomed us all.
Fool, how'd you not know? Oh no, I spilled my milk! You doomed us all! No! I'm sorry, I love that. I love that joke. Love that ASDF joke. If y'all know that, y'all are the real ones.
You kinda remind me of that one guy who... Anyway, have a good one. I'm going to go red and probably go build something also.
Okay. You have a good night. You have a good night, Zen. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this real quick. So I'm already doing something else, so I'm streaming right now, so I can't be doing this other side thing. I'll go to the low latency thing right now though. So just need to kind of make sure that okay. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, right there. Perfect. Okay. Alright, that's done. So I had to do something that was a little important, so oh fuck, I already did this. God damn it. I just wasted my time. Okay. Alright. YouTube Studio, bottom left corner, you said, right?
We love low latency.
Let's see.
I'm so excited.
Said YouTube Studio bottom left corner? What the fuck? New podcast. That's new. Low latency, bottom left hand corner. Let's see. Okay, let me go back to my channel. Let's go to YouTube Studio. And bottom left hand corner. Settings, maybe?
Yeah, make sure you go in the live tab.
Okay, so it was in the live tab. Okay. Okay. That's what I thought. Okay, so it's not in that. Okay. So, go live. Alright. Bottom left
The streaming dashboard.
corner. Streaming dashboard. I'm on the go live thing, so. Use default overlay. Nope. What? I might have, it might have to be something in my settings, like, that I can't change now, probably, so.
You're in the right spot. Yep.
Okay. Slow mode, what the fuck? Okay. Yeah, it has to be something while I'm, like, it probably has to be when I'm, like, you know, or it probably has to be when I'm, like, how do you say it? When I'm, streaming, like, or when I'm like, you know, before I stream. So, oops. Oh well. I thought that was an OBS thing, not like a YouTube thing. It's kind of crazy. Does it really matter if I have high or low latency? Like, what usually saves more, like, you know, memory?
Back.
Hello, welcome back, Fox. Yeah, cause...
Fully.
Probably. Yeah. Yeah, cause Twitch has that, but or not Twitch. I mean, OBS has that, but yeah, I don't know. Doesn't really seem like that's a thing here. Hold on, advanced. Oops. Uh-oh. I just changed the setting. Oh fuck. What did I just change? Uh-oh. Oh no. Whatever. Yeah, I severely, like, also, like, you know, make everything like, as fast as possible. So it's like, so my computer can run pretty good stuff. I just don't try to work it too hard. Because I pull up Adobe Animate, which uses a lot of, like, you know, uses a lot of the memory or, like, CPU, I think. It uses a lot of the CPU. So I have to, like, you know, make sure that the stream can stream this, because funny enough, an animation program actually is a lot harder on your computer than a video game. That sounds insanity, but, like, harsh video games are a lot less hard on your computer than like, drawing programs. I don't know why, but for some odd reason, that's always been a thing. So, that's always been a thing. So. But, that's just been me. Okay. Anyway, let's continue with the frickin' playlist that we've been doing. Oh wow, my liked videos are just now also here. Cool. What the fuck? What just happened? Why did it switch to this? Hello? Okay, then. Weird. Alright. Alright. What are we looking at here? Oh yeah, that's right. The fucking old school ass MLP thing. We never really watched this, so might as well.
Yeah, we're fucked. They're totally gonna eat us.
Fucking sickos.
I mean, who
Why is it so fast? Hold on. Wait, sorry. Sorry, I have it on 1.5 speed because usually like fucking videos that I get sent are way too slow. Hold on. There we go. Perfect. All right.
Yeah, we're fucked. They're totally gonna eat us.
Fucking sickos.
I mean, who does that? Who eats meat?
Sickos.
Is it really that hard to go
Jesus.
vegan?
Yeah, man, piece of cake.
Yeah, totally. I'm mostly vegan, so.
Yeah, do you...
You gotta love the fact they're also not using the MLTP voices. They're trying to use like typical horse voices, like sorry, horsey voices. I can't do that. It's like you gotta like crack your voice a little bit. But yeah, like they're using like regular horsey voices that you would use for a horse, where you sound like this and you talk like this. Oh, nay. I'm not very good with it, but you know, yeah. I don't know why my throat can't do that, but, you know, horsey. I don't know. Sorry, I'm also eating lunch. I apologize. Or dinner. Sorry. So, please be patient with me.
What?
No, I'm mostly vegan, you know, so I'm with you guys.
What the...
At 10
What
p.m.
do you mean mostly vegan?
Yeah.
You can't... You're
Cannibalism?
either vegan or you're not.
Yeah.
Well, no, like, when I go to restaurants, right? I always get the vegan options, so.
You're a horse.
Restaurants?
How do... What?
Wait. I love how... Okay, they're keeping the logic of being a horse. At 10 p.m.? At 11, yes. Sorry.
What?
I'm with you guys.
So you are vegan.
Well, mostly. See,
What
I-
do you mean, What are you
mostly?
eating that's not vegan?
Well, you know, like, like steak.
Oh,
You
fuck
fat
off.
What is wrong with...
Like, what? Like, what? Oh, like steak. I thought they were gonna say I thought they were gonna say fish. Okay, well that completely throws out my thing. Yeah, guys, jeez. Gosh, man. Can't believe people are so judgmental when sorry. Sorry, I'm like eating a piece of lettuce at the same time. Can't believe people I don't know, just are so judgmental when people eat steak and veggies. I don't think I've ever heard of anybody that has a diet like that, but that would be a little funny. Whoops, I made Peter.exe. Yeah. That would be interesting. Could you imagine if that like I don't know, because I know a lot of people are like pescatarian.
OMG,
right?
fuck, my back hurts so bad.
What'd you do to it? Do stretches. So here's what you do with that. So when you first wake up in the morning, if you want to deal with like back pain, stand up and
Cosplay
like
making.
and do straight stretches. I don't know why, but every time for some odd reason that actually works. I don't know exactly why it works, but it does help you if you've like woken up with like back pain and shit. Like, or if you've like, and it usually helps throughout the day. I don't know why it does, but it puts like less strain on your back later and like keeps your muscles going. I don't know. It's super weird. The human anatomy is really, really odd, so. Anyway.
Well, mostly. See,
What
I-
do you mean, What are you
mostly?
eating that's not vegan?
Well, you know, like steak.
Oh, fuck off.
What is wrong with you?
God,
What?
dude.
What? It's a good source of protein.
Eat
Those are
beans.
living sentient creatures.
Well, they're tasty living sentient creatures.
You fucking
Jesus.
asshole.
cow
I
killer.
don't kill cows. I just eat them.
Heartthrob? More
Fair
like
enough.
heartless throb.
Yeah, where were you when the feelings fairy was handing out all her feelings, huh?
Yeah, bitch.
You can't say hands.
I'll
God,
say
you're
whatever the
worst.
fuck I
Excuse
want.
Me. Excuse me.
God.
Can you eat us already? Or whatever
Yes,
the fuck you're
please.
gonna do,
Just
please.
put us out of our
Jesus
I'm
misery.
not,
Christ.
I'm not with these guys.
Shut up.
Alright. Yeah, I mean, fucking, what? Yeah, classic, I guess. I don't know. I know the people that usually like freak out on people and they actually eat like meats usually are still out there. But it is a little funny that they did end up like, you know, I don't know, it's all funny they chose the steak thing. I'm explaining the joke. Anyway, I'm ruining the joke. Yes. God, guys, gosh, I can't believe gosh, why are people so judgmental? It's like, why are they so judgmental? You can be pescatarian and eat a steak instead of fish. Gosh, I don't know. That's such a brilliant idea. Why didn't we think of that? Why didn't we think of, that type of diet instead? It's kind of funny though. It sounds crazy, but what's a little funny about that? Funny enough, environmentally, cows actually do less damage to the environment than fishing does. Weirdly enough. I know this sounds crazy, like, people will, like, fucking freak out on me for that, but, like, for some odd reason, like, it is really funny because despite everything, like, so with environmental impact, eating fish is technically, like, or, like, fish farming is the highest impact, like, when it comes to, like, or highest impact when it comes
how
to,
dare
like,
you say that
food
slash
that
joking.
you eat. Yeah, no, it's fucking it sounds crazy, but it's true. Like, because, like, with fishing, they just, like, demolish the coral at the bottom that absorbs all, like, the carbon, like, the pollution and shit. So the fish just, like, die from the pollution. Also, they can't eat it because it doesn't have anything, like, it doesn't have any nutrients in it at all. So what happens is, because we scrape, like, crab and fish and lobster, like, we do it to, like, the bottom of the ocean, right? So it's crab, fish, crabs, like, bass, like, mostly, God, what's the fucking pollock, I think? Pollock, which is the most common, like, cheapest fish, I think. Pollock, lobster, obviously, frickin' oysters, frickin', yeah, just a lot of, like, bottom sea creatures, like, and because of all the fishnet, like, obviously the fishnet gets, like, caught in the fucking coral and shit and fucking wrecks the coral, and apparently, yeah, that really demolishes the environment. So, compared to cows, where we just breed them, and their impact definitely, like, causes some, definitely causes some kind of, how you say it, it definitely causes some kind of, what do you call it, it definitely causes, like, a little bit of impact with, like, obviously them burping and farting and manure and, the gas everywhere, right? Natural gas. Like, don't get me wrong, they'd still cause a lot of pollution, but funny enough, fishing causes more than breeding cows and farming cows. And the funny thing is, they're also, like, bred on, like, rock and shit. So they mostly stand on, like, rocky areas. So technically, the space being utilized is also, like, a high utilization of space. So technically, cows, like, are not as
Fun facts with Cole.
environmentally destroying as everything else. Yeah, well, I mean, it's a common thing that people, like, can know if you could just look it up, and it's pretty they straight up show you. But eating chicken is the least environmental out of all the meat. So, it's like, so I like chicken anyway. I eat chicken mostly anyway. But, like, yeah, chicken is the least environmental. Like, because, again, you can stuff, like, hundreds of them, or you can have, like, hundreds of thousands of them free range, and, like, they make eggs and there's ones for eggs and there's ones for meat, right? And usually if you stress them out, not as much, they're, they don't cause that much of an impact, it's wild. They cause more of an environmental impact if you stress the fuck out of them, though, which a lot of times, the caged ones typically just make less quality meat. So, But, you know, that's kind of where you get canned meats and all that. So, like I said, it's kind of, they're animals, right? I don't, a lot of people will get, like I said, maybe not nowadays, but usually people will get pissed off at you for this back in the day. But, like, animals are animals, right? You know, it's like if they're already caged and shit, like if they're already like, you know, bred to be eaten, then fine.
Did you know that
right?
Tyson's food kills 2 million chickens daily?
Tyson's food kills 2 million chickens lately? Yeah, I mean, sure, whatever. They're chickens. Chickens are assholes, by the way. Chickens and cows and horses, they're all dicks. Like, farm animals are jackasses. They are jerks. They fucking, yeah, they are fucking deadly motherfuckers. So I'm like, you know, killing them is completely fine. Like, it's
Yo, WSG.
it's 1,000% WSG. What's WSG? What's WSG mean? Sorry, I'm old. I apologize. Also, hi, Geronimo. How is work? How was,
I held a chicken once and it pooped on me.
held a chicken once and it pooped on me? Oh, yeah. Well, duh. Yeah, it's a chicken. I mean, they'll freak out on you and they'll kill you.
It means what's good.
What's good? Oh, okay. Gotcha. Well, nothing, what do you call it? I'm doing alright. How about you? How was work? How was errands? How's your day in general? Hope it went well for you. Yeah, sorry, we're talking about chicken murder. We're talking about, like, murdering chickens for food. And cows and fish. Like, and, how fish, you know, cause the biggest problems environmentally when it comes to, like, you know, animal eating, like meat eating, you know. Meat is necessary for humans, but, like, you know, like, protein is a huge thing for humans.
OMFG.
But yeah, you know, protein is always like how you say, protein's always like a good thing for humans. It's just fish has always been the highest environmental impact. I don't know, like, it's literally because of the fact that it's not even the fact of, like, that we capture them. It's the fact that the fucking fish nets demolish
Chicken does
the
have good
coral.
protein.
Yeah.
I opened my paint and a blob plopped on my phone.
My paint plopped on my phone. Oh, oops. Whoops, my bad. Art. No. Sell that at a fine art gallery. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, no, imagine, yeah, just, like, I don't know, dude, like, yeah, I mean, like, fishing is just bad in a lot of ways. Like I said, it kills coral. It, like, you know, there's fuckloads of plastic fish nets that fishers just leave behind. And then the fish farms themselves, like, have antibiotics in it, and it causes huge resistance for viruses. Like, you know, it makes viruses, like, way more resistant to antibiotics that humans eat. So, because, you know, that's those same antibiotics we give to fish. And then the problem is what happens is if that virus, like, if that antibiotic doesn't work, like, we just give it to humans. It's the reason why the FDA should exist. But the problem is, it's like it's just annoying that our government fucking defunded the shit out of it, because it should exist, like, because of how I don't think people recognize how much the FDA, like, how important it is that we have a program like that, because a lot of countries do not have that type of program, and they are just fucking winging it. And I'm like, I would rather have the safest food from the FDA to ever exist than try to, trust a company to sell food. It's just terrifying. I don't know what the equalization of, like, we have, like, the US, the CDC and the FDA, like, and, like, the USDA, I think. I don't remember, but, we have a lot of fucking programs.
Yeah, I mean, fishing can be bad, but think about other animals that get overkilled and ends up affecting the food chain and ecosystems.
Overkilled and ends up affecting the food chain and ecosystems? Not really. Like, because here's the thing. We catch wild fish, right? We catch a lot of wild fish out in the sea, and that fucks up the ecosystem, right? But cows and chickens and sheep, we already have ones that are bred, like, from their own farms, right? We breed them in our own farms, and then they just are bred to be killed. That is it, right? We're not fucking up any other ecosystem. We're not fucking up the horses. We're not fucking up wild cows or wild bull or wild buffalo or wild, or wild cows and or wild chickens, right? We're not fucking up wild animals. We're just fucking up
You can breed cows and chickens, but you can't breed fish. Or at least we don't.
I think we can. I think we do. Do we breed fish? I actually don't know. I think we do that as well, but we catch a lot of the fish too. I don't know why. That actually is a good question why we don't. Hold on, wait. Hold on, do we breed... breed fish to eat? Sorry, let me check real quick. I just gotta check if that actually...
We do breed fish.
We do breed fish? Okay. I had to make sure. Because I know we catch a lot of fish as well, but... To sell. Okay, hold on. Bred and sold. We mostly catch them. Yeah, apparently we don't, yeah, no, so we don't really breed them as much. We just catch them. Mostly. That does make sense. Specifically for food. Yeah, no, we just mainly catch them. We do breed them to be eaten too, but we mainly just catch them, which is fucking wild. I didn't think about that. Yeah, why don't we just breed fish? How come we can't just do that? Is it because they need a specific ecosystem to be able to breed? They might have to. That's the thing, though. I guess you have to like create a whole new ecosystem for them to be able to eat to, or to be able to be bred as well, which I just don't think we can do. Let's see. Hold on. Why don't we breed fish? Breed fish. Let's see. Widespread production and some stocked into natural waters, recreational fielding. Yeah, so it's because of how much we would have to do in order to breed them. Like, we have to, it causes a lot of, ow. I just accidentally popped a zit. I was trying to scratch it, but then I just fucking popped it. Ow, that fucking hurt. God damn, that fucking hurt. Trying to scratch my neck, but then I fucking... Ow, damn, that fucking hurt. Anyway, yeah, so it stresses them out and they can just die before they're fully ready to be eaten. Yeah, so it's like, there needs to be a huge amount of room for that. Like, so for each fish, there needs to be a bunch of room for that. Like, each type of fish, you have to have a certain amount of room for them. And then you have to, like, what do you call it? You have to make sure that they also don't get, like, crazy stressed out until, like, you have to make sure they don't get crazy stressed out until they, like, mature enough to be able to be eaten. That makes sense. Yeah, because it's like... Yeah. Yeah, we catch them, like, that's why we catch them after they're already mature enough. Which is interesting, because how the fuck do we know that we can catch mature fish? How the hell is that even... Like, that is actually interesting. Apparently, that does lead to a lot of questions, because, like, how the fuck did we catch, like, fish that are mature enough to be caught? Is it just because the mature fish don't stay away from that kind of stuff when they're younger, I guess? I guess maybe they stay in the schools that they're in. Like, they're in schools, so what happens is, like, you know, what happens is they end up, how do I say it? They stay out of, how do you say it? Yeah, they probably stay out of, what do you call it? Out of staying, being by themselves until, like, until a lot later in their life cycle, which would make sense. Yeah, so we just catch them. Interesting. Yeah, I didn't know that. That's interesting to think about, though. Yeah, I'm assuming we catch the fish, like, yeah, because I'm not assuming. Like, we catch
For
the
salmons, when they're mature, they go back to their old nest.
salmons are mature, they go back to their old nest. Oh, maybe that's it then. Okay, so yeah, that would make sense if salmon just ended up like, that would make sense if, like, if they end up, like, that's how they trick them into being caught, is they just go to the areas where they would probably have been bred, or go to the areas where, like, where fish were populating, and then they just get caught by accident. Yeah. So that would make sense. That makes sense. It's kind of crazy, but yeah. I mean, yeah, it just, yeah, that's fair enough. That explains why we also, like, go to completely different areas, like, at random times, like, why we do that so often. And that would make sense. We just find areas that fish get, like, bred in super often, and we just catch them that way. I mean, there's obviously, like, places where we set up an entire thing for them to be caught, and then, like, that's always populated, but, but, like, it does make sense why we would catch, like, why we catch fish now, because it's just a lot, it's not like chickens and cows, where you can be like, oh yeah, here you go, just, like, stand on this bunch of rocks, and, like, here's some food, and here's a bunch of freaking, and here's, like, a bunch of other, like, animals nearby you, here's a bunch of things that wouldn't stress the shit out of you out, so you can taste better.
Salmons go up the river to mate and lay eggs, then go back down into lower lake to chill till next breeding season.
Let's see, salmons go up the river to mate, and then they lay eggs to go back down into the lower lake to chill till next breeding season. I mean, that's why we scrape the bottom of the ocean, probably. Let's be honest, because we always scrape the bottom of the ocean super often. But that's the problem. It's like, that's the reason why we have an issue with it, is because of the fact that, like, it kills so much coral. It kills so much of the plant life on the bottom of the sea, because, like, we're scooping up a ton of fish, and it's like we're scooping up a ton of fish at the bottom, and it's just, like, demolishing everything that's growing there. Because it's like, because we can't see at the bottom, so it's like, obviously a fish net's gonna, like, catch a shitload of fish, and then it's gonna bring it up, and then it's probably gonna have a bunch of the plant life with it too. They bleach, right? They'll bleach, they get bleached. Which, if you
lived in a pineapple under the sea.
Yeah. If you don't know what bleaching is as well, it's when coral gets white, and it's like, bleached. It literally looks like it's been bleached. Like, it is so important. Because, like, it does also the same jobs that trees do. So, and don't get me wrong, I get the idea that trees also, like, what do I call it? I get the idea that trees also, like, help, like, that trees just shoot out oxygen. But I think coral doesn't just do oxygen, it does other elements as well. So, it should, it help, because a lot of pollution gets absorbed into the, what do you call it? It gets absorbed into, like, the water, and then the coral sucks that up, right? So, funny enough, most of the pollution comes from the water if it gets destroyed. So, yeah, it fucking sucks ass. I kind of wish there was just a better way of, like, of killing these animals, or killing these fish, because, like, or, like, eating fish, because my god, is the way we're doing it right now is way too destructive. But that's kind of the problem too. We're not the only country doing it. If we were like, don't get me wrong, it probably would be a lot easier if the US was the only country scooping up fish like this. Like if it was the only country like, you know, like scooping up like, you know, demolishing the fucking environment to go eat fish. But unfortunately, a lot of places do that. A lot of countries do that, so then we have to like so the issue is we have to like what do I call it? We have to get more than a few countries to like stop fucking fishing like crazy, you know. Because it's like we're in a world ecosystem, right? Like the ecosystem is so like I mean not recently, but not with this country anymore recently, but it should be, right? But like, you know, the world economy like, you know, relies off of everybody doing what their resource like what they're good at, right? Like what the resource that they can provide, right? So, you know, there's precious freaking things that we all have that we have to trade. You know, unfortunately.
USA be leaking the oil on purpose to take out coral, lol.
Oh yeah, for fucking sure, dude. Well, here's the problem though. Like, what's the issue with that? Like, the issue is they just fucking. The U.S. is so fucking destructive in everything because of the fact that like that we don't really provide anything. So like the only thing we can really do is like be destructive. Like we're good at war, right? That's pretty much it. Like we don't really have anywhere that we can really fish that well. A lot of our fruits and vegetables like really aren't that great compared to other countries. And like, you know, and then there's just some things we can't even grow in the US, right? And then on top of it, it's like, you know, I don't know, like a lot of like the main thing that really is holding up the US right now is military, entertainment, or well, not right now, but what used to do it in the 2000s was military, entertainment, and soybeans, I think. Like, because, you know, nobody wants corn syrup because that shit will just, like, kill their citizens. That would, like, poison the shit out of their citizens like it does us. So, yeah, we're not the most valuable place to be around, for sure. Oh, and copper. We sell a lot of copper. But, you know, we don't have that many valuable items to trade. Like, valuable resources to trade, so... Like, you know, if we were like Canada where we could like fucking trade like frozen trees, that would be great. Because that would actually like Canada does very well because they like their trees are like frozen, so they're able to have like be really good for infrastructure. But yeah. Not really going so well with that.
Also, fish are willing to bite depending on water temperature, season, and time of day.
Fish are willing to bite depending on water temperature and season. Well, yeah, I don't think that matters. Like they're wild animals. Any wild animal is willing to fight. So will a bear, right? That's just it's gonna happen. It's like wild animals fucking suck ass. Like they do. They like
no bite.
No bite. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Everything will try to bite you and attack you and kill you. Like fish
like bite hooks.
Oh, bite hooks. Oh. Fish willing to bite depending on water temperature, season, and time of day. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. They also like you know, fishermen spend their whole lives like trying to learn how to capture fish, right? So it's like they know how to capture these fish. So it's like, and I don't, you know, and you know, good on them. I just kind of fucking wish that like we had a more environmental way of doing it. It sucks because like I want fishermen to exist. I want I do really think that people like eating fish because people eating fish is still a good thing, right? You know, I mean, it's still got a lot of zinc in it because you got to calm down with the zinc a little bit. But like, you know, eating fish like really just should be a thing where you should be able to do, but you just got to find a better way of doing it. You know, we just got to find a better way of doing that shit because the way we're doing it now is not the most you know, not the best way. You know, even like Japan eating dolphins, because I think Japan's the one that eats dolphins, right? Yeah, like even them eating dolphins, like they do a pretty good job like making sure they don't just like fucking demolish the ocean while they're at it. I just kind of wish we were better with that. Just wish, like, you know, other countries, like third world countries, okay, fine, yes, I get it why you guys are polluting the ocean, but
They eat dolphins?
oh yeah, they eat dolphins. I don't think they do anymore. Maybe they don't. Hold on. Let's see. Do the Japanese still eat dolphins? Let's find out.
China eats dogs.
China eats dogs. Yeah, I know. We know that. You gotta remember though, China's dogs are wild dogs. They're not like when they say dogs, they're wild dogs, like Australian dogs. Not like pet dogs, right? Like they're like actual wild animals there. So
Yeah.
dolphin meat consumption is extreme. Okay, it's not as much of a common thing anymore. Yeah, it's very, very rare. Yeah, fewer than less than 1% of Japanese people eat dolphin meat since 2020. Okay. Yeah, so really during COVID. Wow. All right. Yeah, people just don't eat dolphin meat anymore. Wow, yeah, they don't eat dolphin meat anymore. They used to they used to a long time ago, but they just stopped doing it because they don't really, you know,
There's stray dogs all over Turkey. A lot of people feed them and give them water.
that's fair. Well, yeah, I mean, shit. You gotta remember, stray dogs are strays too, though. They, like, again, if they are wild, they will kill you. So you just gotta be careful with what you do, right? You gotta be careful with that shit. Marine Mammal Project. Yeah, so pretty much Japan is just like, yeah, we're just gonna not like we're just gonna not eat that anymore because it's extremely unhealthy for us. Yeah, it's 2000.
Yeah, but most of them are friendly.
Yeah, 2009 is kind of when it's started, or when like it was more well known.
My mom's friend went to Turkey.
Nice. How did it taste? Badung ching. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, dolphins aren't as popular anymore. That's fair. They got a shitload of mercury in them, so
Ha 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 ha, yeah, he was the stuffing.
yeah, so Japanese people just went like, yeah, it's like, yeah, dolphins are just super unhealthy. We're just not gonna eat them anymore. That makes sense. Like, sounds wild, but it's like, yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I mean, shit, like, it's like if you don't really, like, you know, if you just are like, okay, this shit's poisoning me anyway.
Add.
Hmm. So I'll wait for the ad to finish.
Back.
Okay, welcome back. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, just straight up like, yeah, I don't know, dude. I mean, like, yeah, I don't know. Like, people just, you know, dolphins are dolphins. Like, I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, like, like I said, it's just, Like I said, I mean, just, yeah, literally they stopped, like, it's so funny because nothing had to be done for them to stop eating dolphins. Like, all they had, like, really just all they had to learn was, like, the fact that all they had to learn was, like, oh yeah, we're just, like, it's massive mercury poisoning if we are, like, eating dolphin. And they stopped. That's what got them to stop. They were like, okay, oh, it's like, oh, this is actually poison? Alright, we're just gonna stop eating dolphins then. Like, they literally, since, you know, in 2009, it was really popular, like, it was still popular, but, like, it just, like, really went down. It's down to less than 1% of the population consumes dolphins now in Japan. So, that's fair, honestly. I mean, like I said, it really does depend on, like, yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Some places have certain habits, and some places don't. You know. Yeah, I don't know. I remember South Park a long time ago made a joke on that. Like, they made a joke about, like, about Japanese people, like, just fucking railing, like, absolutely demolishing dolphins. You know, absolutely just demolishing all the dolphins because it was just people used to eat it so often. But then after a while, it just stopped because, you know, yeah, it's just so funny that it took till naturally stopping to eat dolphins, you know. And South Park went, like, fucking really silly with it, though, obviously. But they obviously made a joke that's like, haha, Japanese people eating dolphins. That's funny. You know, it's like, haha, it's hilarious. And then they even made a joke about, like, being like, see, isn't it hilarious? Isn't it so weird that, like, that humanity eats cows? You know. I don't know. I thought that was just interesting. I know,
Like,
sorry, wait, why is he talking now?
Yo,
Hello,
jump scare.
welcome back, a bang. So recognized. Why does he have his mouth open here? He needs to close his mouth here. Nope. We need the mouth to be closed mouth. I really need to, like, fucking learn how to do that freaking thing where it pulls up all the mouths and shit. Like, there's a way to do it, but I forgot how to do that. Hold on, sorry. You know, it takes a lot of steps for that, so I'll have to learn it on my own time. But considering all that information is free now, so yeah. I don't know. A lot of the stuff I learned is very old, so I really do need to update myself on how to use a lot of the newer stuff now with animation. Like, I really, really, really need to, like, learn all this crazy stuff again, because, so boy, like, has it been a while? Oh, oops. Oops. Hold on, wait. Sorry. Having too much fun with that. Alright, anyway.
I am autism. I'm visible
Oh, it's one of these videos. Alright.
in your children, but if I can help it, I am invisible to you until it's too late.
Not really. Not really. I don't think. I don't. That's kind of false, but, you know. What do you mean, till it's too late? What the fuck are you talking about? It's like, why is this, like, filmed like a horror thing?
I know where you live. And guess what? I live there too.
Yeah, okay. Why is this, like, filmed like a horror thing? I'm gonna catch you. My autism is gonna catch you. Ooh, scary. Alright. Is that the joke? Oh, it's an Autism Speaks commercial. Cool, great. And
I
love
hover
that.
around all of you. I know no color barrier, no religion, no morality, no currency.
I mean, you do know morality. It's called morals. That doesn't have anything to do with morals. That doesn't have anything to do with, yeah. Being autistic doesn't have anything to do with morals. The fuck are you talking about?
Speak your language fluently, and with every voice I take away, I acquire yet another language. I work very quickly. I work faster than pediatric AIDS, cancer, and diabetes combined.
It's not a disease. It's a fucking disability. Good Christ, man. I mean, technically, yeah, it's a disease. It's just like, it's not like a cancer. Like, it's not like HIV and like cancer and freaking, what else did he say? Like fucking, what was the list? I don't know. It's not like the diseases on. It's not like a disease.
I acquire yet another language. I work very quickly. I work faster than pediatric AIDS, cancer, and diabetes combined.
AIDS, pediatric cancer, and diabetes. Yeah, like, also diabetes. What the fuck? Why throw diabetes in there? It's like, oh my god, watch out. This thing that's gonna, like, that's people are born with. They're gonna have that. Alright. Good lord. I get it. Like, it's a disability, but, like, it's not like a scary thing. It's just a thing that people adapt to. Good lord. It's like why are we framing it like this? Like, man, God, let me frame. Imagine if ADHD was framed like this. What am I talking about? Yeah, it is. Yeah, of course ADHD is. Oh my god, I cannot fucking tell you how many times people mistake ADHD for fucking autism. I cannot tell you.
Bestviewers.stream.org. Remove the space. KDKKQGQF.
What the fuck? Oh yeah, don't go near that. Don't click that. Don't search that up. That's a spam bot. Dude, I hate that I'm like at the level again where I'm getting like fucking spam bots now. Hate that shit.
Got it.
No, don't. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Okay, why does Nightbot not deal with those guys? Like...
No, I'm saying hit it to you.
Oh, yeah.
God.
Yeah, I know. Hold on. Let me, Okay. Why the fuck does Nightbot not catch those? It should. Hold on. I'll add this. Really hope I'm not showing my screen of all the block terms. Because I literally have the N-word on there because of the fact that, like...
I wasn't gonna click links either way.
Yeah, good. Okay, there we go. Hopefully it uses that, or hopefully it catches that phrase. Because, just kind of want this to not, like, do this crazy shit. Okay. Now it should work. Jesus Christ, I forgot how many fucking things I had to do to, like, how many things I had to do to freaking, make sure that people, when it's, what do I call it, people would not use the N-word. I literally have so many fucking N-word, like, ass type things. It's freaking crazy, bro. Wild. Anyway.
And if you are happily married, I will make sure that your marriage fails. Your money will fall into my hands, and I will bankrupt you for my own self-gain. I don't sleep, so I make sure you don't either.
Yeah.
I will make it virtually impossible.
You do sleep, though. Like, every human being. What are you talking about? Why is this like, what's up with the music?
Your money will fall. I work faster than pediatric AIDS, cancer, and diabetes combined.
Huh?
And if you are happily married, I will make sure that your marriage fails.
No, you won't. What the fuck are you talking about? This is coming, okay, coming from a guy, I can't necessarily entirely speak for him, but coming from a guy that, like, or coming from a guy that has a friend that has autism, multiple friends that have autism, by the way, they have happy relationships, they have kids, and their life is like, they have
I'll just tell people not to sleep so they can go insane and have hallucinations.
Yeah, they have challenges, but they have challenges with they have challenges with everything, but that they have happy lives because of that. Like, I just don't think that like, I don't understand why we're framing it like it's, like it's a fucking, disease, like, or why we're framing it like it's something that don't get me wrong. I think it would be great if it was possible that we could cure autism and ADHD and
People with
shit.
autism and ADHD are normal humans.
Yeah,
It's not contagious like chill.
Yeah. We're still normal people, but like we're still people. Like we have some problems, but
No.
like we're average people. But it would be great if it could be cured. But it's not like a disease that's like, oh, watch out, like this is life ruining for everybody. And I'm like, but it's not. It really, really isn't. Some people have, like, don't get me wrong, some people have more severe versions of that, like severe versions of disabilities, but like disabled people aren't like these like things that people should be scared of, right? Like, or should be, we're not like from a different realm. It's just we, some things we don't get as much, right? It's like we have to learn over time, right? I mean, literally, again, like I said, I'm not,
AHH, scary autism and ADHD.
right? I'm like, it's so funny because I'm like, don't get me wrong, like I get the idea. Their disabilities are a tough thing, but it doesn't mean the fact, like, it doesn't mean the fact that like it can't be, like you can't just teach people like to not be like, it doesn't mean that you're unteachable with empathy, right? Like, that depends on the type of person, not the disability you have. I get the idea that people use the fucking thing where like I get the idea that people have used like the fact that a lot of fun fact, weird fun, like not fun fact but scary fact, a lot of people that get into really Nazi like things on the internet are autistic people. It's a very high percentage. And it's a proven percentage, which is insanity to me. It is very scary that is possible.
My old elementary school did not have any special needs programs to help them learn.
No, mine didn't either. They basically used it as a form that if you were special needs, you were just fucking somebody that could not function in modern society. Believe me, I've been in the stupid classes before. It didn't take till like my late high school for people to, for things to start changing a little bit. To start recognizing that's like, oh shit, like these disabilities like actually are teachable. It's like, wait, you can actually teach them things, Luckily, I learned a lot, like, out of, like, trying to get out, by fucking reading, but, people just did not, like, think that people that were disabled had any, like, could not do anything in life, when that is far from the truth, A lot of us are involved in, like, high-ass things, Involved in things that have, like, huge stake to them, Like, we are involved in that shit all the time. It's just in, like, things that are high stakes and low stakes, right? It's just, we are in important positions and some of us aren't. Like, just like every other normal human being, right? There's things that go against what we can't do, but that's based off of how our brain works, right? Like, I'm an artist, right? Like, I'm very much someone.
But now usually autism or ADHD are unfortunately a trend on the internet. Oh, silly autism, like shut the fuck up. Autism is so silly.
Yeah. I mean, how do I say this? I think it's okay that we make jokes about it. Just like we make that we, like, undermining the fact that, like, making the fact that it's, like, okay, it's funny, like, as in the sake that it's, like, that people with ADHD typically, like, you set, like, something down, and then it instantly disappears, and you just start looking for it for, like, hours on end, even though you just set it down, like, is such a fucking ADHD thing to do. And it is okay to make people aware of like how we work, right? Because it's funny. It's funny when we do things that are silly like that. It happens, right?
If you're autistic
like,
and say that, sure, IDC, but if you are saying it as if it's a good thing, get away from me.
no. Those are people that want to be oppressed. Luckily, this sounds bad, but luckily, ever since all the fucking stupid ass, like, you know, fucking since all the fucking stupid right-wing shit, and I'm like, not regular right-wing stuff, but like extremist right-wing shit, like, ever since that became a thing, all those jackasses that used to pretend to be oppressed, they're just now extremists, by the way. They're all extremists now. So, you know, they're no longer a part of the left-wing stuff now. They are now a part of the right-wing, but
fun.
not regular right-wing people, not the people that are like, you know, not the people that actually just are like, that actually fucking, you know, still go on their day-to-day lives being normal people and like actually, you know, care about like actual things. I mean extremists specifically. Like, holy shit. Don't get me wrong, there are a few people there is still a good chunk of people on the left that are very extreme, but there is a ton of people on the right that are also just like that. Like, the reason why we know this is because of the fact that they used to be, like, the same people we criticized, right? Like, now instead of it being like, oh yeah, like, oh man, God, it's great being gay guys, and then they don't fucking have they aren't attracted to the opposite gender, because obviously your hormones need to be like, wow, this person is attractive, like, for that to happen. You know, like, you gotta actually have like your chemicals in your body to be like, yeah, that's like, you know, like, to actually say that shit. You know, rather than just trying to pretend like that exists. It's not like a trait, it's a fucking thing that just exists. It's a thing that's there, right? Like, you know, it's okay, like, but it just was fucking so weird, right? Like, and then, you know, like, those people are now like fucking, okay, super controversial statement, really extremely controversial statement here, but you kind of notice how all of the people that used, like, I don't think you will remember this, but back then, a ton of people that used to be like out of this fucking world that would just, you know, oppress people, like, would act oppressed, right? Like, they would act like they were a part of an oppressed minority group. Like, they would act like they were fucking a part of, like, you know, black groups. They would act like they were a part of like the LGBTQ plus community. Like, they would, like, I mean, even, yeah, like I said, like, Asian communities and Hispanic communities, they would act like they were oppressed when they weren't, right? Like, and, you know, they would act like they've had some problems, right? But the funniest thing is, they were the same fucking people that, like, what do you call it? So because of that, though, they weren't, right? They weren't, you know, they weren't lesbian, gay, bi, trans, queer, asexual, anything like that. And they weren't black or Hispanic or Asian or anything like that, right? So people, our own community, called them out for that shit all the time. And then, like, you know, because of this shit that happened, right? This, like, and now those same people that caused that, because those same people that did that shit are now like MAGA people, right? Those are the MAGA folk. Like, those people were like, it's not random new people that are like, oh man, Christians and fucking, like, like, you know, all of a sudden, oh man, these people that were religious before are now getting like really aggressive. No. It's the fact that fucking those same people that were told, hey, stop trying to pretend to be us because you aren't, right? Like, all of a sudden are now pissed off and are now a part of like a group that is like extremely hateful towards minority groups. Those are the people, the same people that we used to make fun of, that tried to pretend to be a part of our group. Like, we appreciated the support, right? But they were not us, right? They tried to pretend to be us, and we appreciated it. But at the same time, like, it was really annoying that those same people, they would attack people for not being that, right? I never have attacked somebody for not being a part of the LGBTQ plus community, right? I've never attacked a straight white guy for being a fucking LGBT, for not being a part of my community, right? That's never been a thing. You know, like people of the black community that actually are oppressed and actually were in poverty beforehand, like, I mean, still are, right? Like, people that were impoverished, that were black, that eventually got, like, you know, actually, like, never attacked a white person for being white, right? You know, they would tell people, like, you know, don't get me wrong, there was this overlap that there was people trying to let people know, it's like, hey, it is still, like, there is old white dudes in the White House that were giving you benefits to being, like, a white person when it comes to job opportunities. But don't get me wrong, the funny thing is, though, our same community would also point out the fact...
How dare you listen to your hormones be LGBT so you cannot follow them?
Yeah, but the best thing about that, though, the funny thing that a lot of people don't recognize that we also have been criticizing is the fact that minority groups also were now just getting an unfair advantage in things like school, right? Because, like, here, Native Americans used to, not anymore, Native Americans and Hispanic people would more likely get, like, you know, be in some kind of program to give them schooling, right? To be able to do whatever job they have to, right? Like, construction very much was, like, a thing that Hispanic people would get, right? Like, they would try to, like, give some kind of advantage. Nothing like, you know, you still had to do well in school, but yeah. But then, you know, there was also, like, a lot of problems where it's like, okay, the black community tended to, like, actually have to get, like, a very low score in order to pass compared to, like, an Asian student, where an Asian student had to do, had to be the top of their class to be really good, which kind of is so imbalanced and, like, unfair. And I think that was really terrible that we did that, but, like, that was a thing, you know, and we would criticize that a lot. But the problem is, like, it sucked because we obviously had those jackasses that, you know, try to pretend to be a part of our group that would attack people just for being, like, that would attack people for just questioning that kind of thing all the time. And I still get attacked for it. I still get attacked for the fact that, like, I think it's a little strange that with pride parades, like, in non-18 plus areas, like, there's people with, like, you know, with sex gear on, with, like, kink gear on, right? Like, with fucking pup hoods and, you know, like, you know, BDSM gear, like, pup hoods are BDSM gear, and freaking, like, you know, fetish, like, and obviously wearing, like, fetish things like padding and shit, right? Like, and leather and all that, right? Like, that's not what pride parades were originally about. I get it, yes, they've been doing that shit since the beginning, but that's the problem, is the fact that we're supposed to be letting people know that we are just normal people, right? Like, in 18 plus areas, sure, fine, but it just is a problem when, like, in non-18 plus places that, like, that people were just dressed up like that, you know? And I've gotten, and, like, the funniest thing is, I wasn't too entirely sure if it, like, I've seen footage of it at our own parade, like, in Arizona when that was a thing, but then, you know, I was like, okay, that's gonna be skewed a little bit, right? You know, there's no way, like, maybe that's an 18 plus area. But then someone in my own community shared, like, a photo of them in a non-18 plus area, like, in the pride parade, and saying that there was, like, you know, saying that there technically wasn't those like, outside of one of the tent areas specifically, that they were in all that, like, full-blown gear stuff. And I was like, dude, that's just, I don't know. It annoys me, right? People of my community get so pissed off at me. But, like, I just, I
Every
don't
year
know.
at my city's Pride Parade, there's always naked bike riders who wear body paint as Disney characters. People had to cover their kids' eyes.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm just a little bugged. I'm sorry that I want, I'm sorry that I want people to act just a little bit more, you know, how do you say, act a little bit, like I said, just act a little bit more, like, have etiquette, right? Human etiquette. I know etiquette is dead, but good lord, dude, just have some fucking etiquette, right? Like, it's okay to be a person that, like, it's okay to be, like, you know, just somebody that's still showing that, like, we're supposed to be showing that we're normal people. And that just doesn't do that. I'm sorry. You know, people really fucking... No, that's the wrong Peter Griffin sound effect. There we go. Sorry. That's Peter Griffin eating pizza, but I didn't actually use that footage. Anyway.
Lady 20.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, I thought that was something else.
No. Yes, I know. It sounds like fucking Peter, like fucking jerking it. I know. Or having, or banging. I promise I'm not making an SFW Peter. Yeah, you know.
Just one of those staples that we overuse later.
Good.
Yeah, no, don't worry. I won't, no. I don't do NSFW stuff anymore. I used to, but not anymore. Believe me, I used to do a lot of NSFW furry shit, but I've either deleted or hid most of it, you know? And if people go on, like, a page that, if people go on one of the fucking kink pages, like, because don't get me wrong, it's still left on the 18 plus pages, like, websites. But I'm like, if somebody fucking makes an account and logs in just to fucking send me that shit and be like, oh, why'd you do that? I'm like, it's like, oh, why'd you have this? And I'm like, you're the one that just went up on my fucking page full of furry porn. Like, sorry, dude. That's not, like, that says more about you than it does about me. Like, good lord. I'm like, are you, like, you're just, I bet you're fun to hang around, totally. Bet you're just not like a jackass 24/7. Go get some fucking friends, dude. I'm sorry, if somebody is going out of their way just to do that, like, for somebody, like, for something that is so fucking harmless, like, then those people need some actual friends. Like, cause, my god. It's like, you need to go outside, like, you know.
So here's our Dustery.
Here's a...
Fuck.
It's a redo story.
Your money will fall into my hands, and I
didn't
will
mean to send that.
bankrupt you for my own
I gotcha.
self-gain. I don't sleep, so I make sure I will make sure that your marriage fails. Your money will fall into my hands, and I will bankrupt you for my own self-gain.
What are you fucking talking about? My own self-gain. What the fuck is that mean, dude? Okay. I'm not gonna lie. Who the fuck were, like, some people still think this with autism, man. It's so dangerous to even, like, it's so dangerous to even put, like, ads up like this, because it shows people, like, that's like, oh yeah, these people are like crazy, so so obviously they're not a part of society the same way. And I'm like, I just don't think that's just not a healthy way to look at it. Like, no. Good.
I don't sleep, so I make sure you don't either. I will
But you do sleep.
make it virtually impossible for your family to easily attend the temple, a birthday party, a public park, without a struggle, without embarrassment, without pain.
Yeah, because it's so embarrassing to have an autistic kid. Go fuck yourself. Like, any parent that's like, oh, it's so embarrassing because I have a disabled child. People used to think that too. God, Oh, it's so embarrassing that this shit, like, that my child would be embarrassing me because, like, you know, it's like, not everybody acts like that crazy all the time. And again, they might be acting that way because, oh, I don't know, they're a fucking child, not an adult. Like, it's so crazy to me. The fact that people thought that kids
So here's a random story. My friend owns a public Discord server and his username is the name of a character. And the character is commonly shopped with a character named Sprout. So this person joined the server and said, oh, I bet if Cosmo, my friend, had a Sprout plushie he'd fuck it. We're both minors too.
I'm not gonna touch that with a 10-foot pole. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's always interesting to me that like sorry, I'm gonna finish my statement first, and then I guess I'll get back to that. But like, I don't want it. I don't want it. Ow, ow, fuck! I just fucking smacked my fucking desk and scraped my knee from my fucking metal piece. Ow, ow. Oh, that fucking hurt. Ah, shit. I think did I tear skin? God damn it. God damn it. Why do I keep doing that? Ow. Fuck. Yeah, I tore skin. Ow. Damn it, dude. Ouch. Do 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 do. Ow, 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 ow. No, I'm sorry. All right. God, that fucking hurt. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, fucking. What was I? I don't even remember what I was gonna say. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm like, people that, like, don't recognize it's like, oh, yeah, you know, when your kid acts nuts, maybe it's just the fact that they're just a small child and maybe not the fact that they're autistic. I get that autism, like, technically is a little different, right? But, like, it might just be the fact that they're a fucking child. Might be the fact that they're a minor that they act like that. I'm like, you know, I don't know. I don't have autism, so like I said, I can't fully, you know, say anything about that, but there's so many instances where I swear people use autism as like an excuse for like a child acting a specific way when it's just sometimes not that. You know, when it's like crazy, crazy bad autism or like Asperger's and shit, okay, fine, right? But like when it's like not a severe version, then yeah, no. Mm-mm. It's like, no, that's just not good. Severe versions of disabilities, sure. Like, I get that, right? But, like, not severe versions, like, you shouldn't be treating those people like they're lesser. I mean, you should have more patience with people like that, but again, you shouldn't be to the level where you treat them like they're, you know, like they can't function, you know? But humanity doesn't know how to do that. Clearly. Yeah. Anyway. Went from pain and agony to happy singing. Oh, I wasn't happily singing.
Like people with autism aren't brainless.
I was singing ironically because I said fucking ow, and I just thought a Big Shot when I did that. I was like, ow, 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 ow. Do 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 do. Anyway. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Let me see. Okay. So here's a random story. My friend owns a public Discord server and his username is the name of a character, and the character is commonly shipped with a character named Sprout. So this person joined the server and said, "Oh, I bet Cosmo, if Cosmo, my friend, okay, if Cosmo had a Sprout plushie, he'd fuck it." I don't want to touch that with a 20-foot pole, but I'm just gonna say this. Teenage hormones just is a thing. I'm sorry. It's like teenagers just do that shit so often. I don't want to act like I said, I'm not gonna pretend like teenagers don't fucking do weird shit too. but like I'm not going to justify it.
He also insulted
either.
people who take meds.
What the fuck? Who does that shit? Oh man, you're sickly. Wow. It's like, wow, gosh, man, you're such a. It's like, wow, you're a sick person. How dare you take medication? My God. Oh man, you're a person that has trouble functioning compared to other human beings. Wow. God, I can't believe you would do that. Like that's the argument he's pulling here. I don't understand people that do that shit. Oh my God, he's taking medication. Oh God, oh, I can't believe they're taking something that makes them feel like, makes them, less like prone to dying. Man, I can't believe that's happening, makes them, able to function more as a human being. I can't believe that's wow, can't believe you do that. I know which one he's specifically talking about though. He's specifically talking about like fucking Adderall and shit, which is usually used for, funny enough, probably things like autism and ADHD and Asperger's and all that shit. Like, he's talking about the mental fucking, the ones that, are meant for your fucking brain. The disease, like, the fucking medicines that help you function better as a human being and focus more. That is needed to either calm you down or hype you up.
He also joked about suicide.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, well, that's just a trash human being.
So he's L9NG banned.
Yeah, of course. Should be.
Long.
Yeah. Dude should, dude needs to learn some empathy. Dude needs to get off the internet. Sorry to say, dude needs to get off the internet. Like, good Christ. He's been watching too many...
That's the shitty part about public Discord servers.
He's been watching too many fucking YouTubers. Like, good Christ. Dude's been watching too many TikTokers, like, too many content creators. Sorry, I know the type of people he watches. He's been watching too many of those people. I've never gotten to that level, dude. I'm sorry to say it, like, I never gotten to the level where I've had to do that as a teenager, right? I've made mistakes as a teenager before, but I don't think I've gotten to the level where I've not understood a lot of things, and I've been very vocal about that, but I don't think I've ever done anything to that excess amount, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. He's still young. I hate to say it, but like, here's what happened. He's still young. He still has the chance to, he still has a chance to grow as a person.
And he spends all his time on Roblox or harassing people in our server.
Yeah. He has time to become a, regular person. He has time to talk to a person that is like, he has time to talk to people that, are just genuinely like a part of like a good community, right? He still has time to learn that shit, but I'm not going to lie. I do not think people nowadays have that good intention anymore. I really, 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 like, a lot of people, most people do, but unfortunately the most popular creators do not. Or the most popular of people that...
Just one of those staples that we...
Oh, okay. Oops. Sorry. Sorry, one sec.
overuse later.
What was I saying? Yeah, I don't know. Like, I mean, that's the thing, is he just needs to learn that shit off of somebody that is not, like, a dick. But I think that's the issue. I grew up with sages, right? I grew up with a lot of fucking sages. A lot of those sages are probably dead. Like, most of those sages are dead now. Like, I don't want, like, I really, 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 like, think that it is really hard nowadays to find people that are just good people. Because of the fact that, like, even though people, like I said, even though people like me had sages in our lives, which I know they have for sure, unfortunately, people focused on the negative of the people that just were jerks rather than people that actually genuinely cared about like trying to make human progress, right? I talked to scientists, to priests, to freaking, what do you call it, to Holocaust survivors, to freaking, to obviously like to people that used to like work on actual like radio stations and like old school radio stations and old old radios and record stuff and like worked at record label companies when that was still a big thing and like and worked with like old technology and just very much a lot of very diverse amount of people from very diverse backgrounds and very diverse ways, like construction workers and Hispanic construction workers especially, right? And just basic fucking like retail workers and people that just were average day-to-day people that were doing normal things in the normal world that just liked, that were talking about just treating human beings like people. That was just a thing that I got to experience in my life. And a lot of people don't get to experience that, which is the reason why I think a lot of people don't understand, like, why being a being so, being just a discriminatory asshole is not a good thing. Why it is so bad, because unfortunately, those sages probably talk to more people like me than talk to people like, talk to people like everybody else, like those people, right? That's who they missed, are the people that really just are so extremely extremist, right? Anybody that is an extremist, whether you're left wing or right wing, you didn't have a sage talk to you about all perspectives, right? And I was a very angry person my whole life because I had a very angry mother with a very angry father with a very toxic household that would scream at each other so often on the daily. And so I had other people that had to be more of I had other people in my life that were more of what do you call it? The guidance, what the fuck you call it? Mentors, right? I had real mentors in my life, right? And people just don't have that, right? Nowadays, I just don't think I can, change the opinions of someone like Asmongold and Nuxtaku and fucking, Ludwig and, Cryotic or whatever the fuck that guy's name is. I can't remember. I don't know, and fucking Joe Rogan and Ben Shapiro and shit. I don't think I can. That's the thing, is I would like to, but I just don't think I can. Well, maybe Joe Rogan. I don't know. Joe Rogan actually listens to people. I know that he caused a lot of problems. I know he has a lot of crazy, feelings about a lot of things. But dude is willing to hear people out. Even Charlie fucking Kirk. I hate to say it, but even Charlie Kirk. I think I would be able to even, reason with this guy, right? It's just, there's people you can reason with, right? There are people that are not just extremist, right? And you can convince people to be you can convince people to be a little bit more human, right? It is okay to be more human in our day-to-day lives. It's just there are jackasses that take advantage of it. Giant corporations will take advantage of that shit. People that just have been, people that aren't aware of how greedy they are greedy, I mean, they're aware of how greedy they are. They just don't care. They don't recognize how damaging it is to be a greed pool, to be a greedy person, right? It just is a thing, right? I just don't think people recognize how big of a fucking deal it is. The fact that, being a dipshit to people is not good. And of course I had my problems, right? Like I'll make fun of religious people, right? Like, but as a whole, because I had bad experiences with religious people, right? I had bad experiences with people that just were the douchiest of the douchiest, right? Like I had bad experiences with those people. And like I just don't think that, like, like I said, I mean, and unfortunately I projected that onto everybody and I shouldn't have, right? You know, and like later on I started recognizing that's like, okay, yeah, maybe, I started recognizing I'm like, okay, people that are religious, that actually read the fucking Bible, that actually read it, right? That actually, don't just sit by and let a priest give you the fucking cliff notes, because that's what they do. That's their job. Like, you know, um, yeah, I think it's completely fine. Or not fine. I think it's completely fine. I just, what do you call it? It's like they, those people actually freaking just, you know, they're not like the stereotype, right? You know, and that's kind of the problem. That's kind of the thing, right? I'm like, it's like when fucking, it's kind of the how do I say this? A lot of people that are from either side that make these fucking crazy cartoons and shit, they always go for the low-hanging fruit. They always do, right? It's like entertainers always go for the low-hanging fruit because that's obviously the easiest thing to do, right? Like Freedom Toons clearly goes for those people that I used to make fun of, right? People that my community used to make fun of, right? He goes after those people all the time. And like, is he right-wing? Oh yeah, for fucking sure. Is he conservative? Sure. But he's South Park conservative. He's not like conservative to the level where he's like trying to, where he's trying to like frame he's not being like a racist asshole, right? He's not being like racist or sexist or like fucking, or like, homophobic and shit, right? He's just like, he just is being a normal person. The one thing that I don't think that I do think is really annoying that a lot of conservative people don't understand is fucking transgender stuff. It's like they do not understand the trans community. They didn't understand the gay community before, and they always put them in the same fucking thing, but they always like to fucking picture like trans people like they're pedophiles when they're not. I always hate, like, and that's kind of the fucking annoying thing about it, is just the fact that it's like trans people are normal people. It's just the unfortunate scenario is there's a lot of, like, unfortunately, companies took a very big fucking thing of making the people that weren't really the best representation of their community up in the front and center, right? At least with homosexual people, we have people like, with at least homosexual people, we had good role models. We had people that actually made sense, right? We had people that actually, like, were just normal fucking human beings that were gay, right? They just happened to be gay guys, right? Like, we had we had people that were able to be, like, the public eye for gay people, but, like, they weren't just the stereotype of that shit, right? Like, they weren't just a stereotype, and a lot of times made people recognize it's like, okay, this is completely fucking harmless, right? It's just, the problem is, it's like, trans people just don't have that. They just don't. It's like, that's the sucky part about it, is unfortunately it is so hard to convince people that, like, because as somebody of the LGBTQ plus community, it is so fucking hard to be like a gay person, to try to, like, vouch for trans people, right? Because of the fact that it's like the people in my life are normal, right? The transgender people in my life are completely just normal people. They just happen to be the opposite gender now, right? That is it, right? Like, that's all that's changed. That's completely all that's really different, right? And it's like, and the whole process to be trans is so fucking complicated. It is so long, arduous, and complicated that you can't just just put it in one category, because it's so easy to explain. Like, it's so easy to explain, being, like, it's so easy to explain being a gay person, right? It's so easy to explain that. It's like, okay, like, you know how when you turn, like, you know how when you turn 13 and your hormones, like, go crazy and, like, find, you know, and find, like, randomly you find, like, boobies and vagina sexy and, like, you know, women sexy, right? It's the same thing for when, you know, homosexual people, like, are, you know, interested in, you know, interested in the same gender, right? It's like we're very much like, you know, that same thing happens, but instead it's just for the same gender. That's it. Like, what you did with women is the same thing we do with guys, right? Like, it's just the same thing, you know? And the same thing with lesbians, right? You know, with lesbians, they just are real, like, I don't know how lesbians work. I don't know how the women body works. So I cannot, well, actually, no, you're right. I can't even vouch for lesbians, right? Because lesbians are completely different, you know? I do not know. Their body is completely different. It works completely differently. So I have no idea how they end up finding attraction to their own gender. Like, because again, I'm not into women. It's like, I'm not. I've never been. And I never will. It's just a thing that you know, my brain, like, and my fucking hormones, like, just do. It's like that person is attractive, and you know, not most of the time, every time, it's a fucking dude. It's that simple. I can tell when a male's a male, you know. I don't know. It's like, I can tell when a dude is a fucking, you know, when a dude is attractive, right? I can tell when a dude is attractive, right? And if not, and if I am mistaking them for, like, if I'm mistaking a woman for a man, whoops. It's like, shit happens, right? People do that with dudes all the time. So, it's like, straight guys do that with guys all the time, right? You know, it sucks because it's so simple to explain that, but with just being trans, it's way more complicated. It's a lot more complicated because, like, there's a whole fucking slew of, like, things that you have to, like, there's a whole fucking slew of, like, things you go through being a trans person, right? You know, like I said, I just, you know, I don't know. I have no idea, and I should not be the person to speak on it. You know, I don't think content creators should either, but, like, you know, that's just me. I do honestly think that you guys deserve someone better than fucking Naira, though. I'll say that. You definitely deserve someone better than fucking Naira to be, like, you know, a voice for your community. Sorry to say it, but, you know, it's like, you know, she's just not the best like, she's too toxic. I don't know. She's too toxic, and she focuses too much on the negative. And she also, again, never does what she promises. So, she doesn't keep her promises, ever. You know? Like, you know, I wish if you, like, you know, if you want to become a fucking influence for the trans community, actually be, you know, a good influence for the trans community. You know, I'm not a fucking trans person, so it's like, you know, I'm not a trans person, but I do know when my community is being manipulated for money, and you are doing that. Not you, but Naira. Naira's doing that. So, I don't know. Obviously, I'm fucking rambling, but I don't know, dude. I think it's just wild. It's really fucking hard right now to be, like, it's really fucking hard right now to, like, be someone that just, like, is a part of this community. I'm glad that the trendiness fell off, but I really am not glad that the hatred just really, got popular, you know? The hatred for that shit got really fucking popular. You know, I luckily live in a state that is very much, like, you know, that is very Hispanic. So luckily, I am very, not very safe here, but I'm at least, like, safer than most, you know? But, that could always change, and I don't want that to. I like, you know, I like being around a bunch of people that have, you know, varying cultures, right? The fuck? The fuck? Why did the stroke change? Hold on. Hold on. The strokes changed. The stroke on this. Sorry. It's a little pet peeve that I have here. Yeah. I don't know. Sorry about the long ramble, y'all. I just had to I don't know. Anyway, I'm probably in here by myself, to be honest. How you doing, Color? Oh, I'm doing great. I'm doing alright. Me. Just hanging about, chilling, you know, talking about crazy things, like usual. Always just talking to myself. Hope you guys are about to be in an ad. About 2 minutes. Excuse me. Get cred when you share a viral clip? What the fuck is cred? The hell is cred? What? Fuck is cred? No. Oh. Oh. Oh, man. This is like definitely an algorithmic thing. Man. Oh, Therakius is on. Weird. This guy's a part of a team now. I really kinda want to be a part of this team, but like I'm very much a little bit like more on the not. Oh, this person's not. Doesn't have the crazy ADL stuff. Interesting. What is this person? Ah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I kind of want to be a part of this team thing, but I might have to have a certain amount of viewers, though, to do that. I don't know what the requirement is. Let's see. Yep, I know the mission statement. How the fuck do you even try to get a part of being a team? Yeah, how do you even try to get a part of being a team, exactly? I might have to have, like, over, like, 500 or some shit. I have no idea who this is, but... Oh, Terrorizer is on. Terrorizer is streaming. Yeah. I don't know what the requirement is. Maybe it's like you have to get 500 viewers or something. I don't know. How do you even join this team? Probably also have to not be super controversial, which unfortunately I am. What the hell? How do you join a team on Twitch? Hold on. How to join a team on Twitch. Sorry, I just need to figure this out. How to join a stream team on Twitch. Let's figure this out, shall we? Join a stream team. First, identify a team that align, whatever, blah, 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 yep. Reach out to a current member or team leader to express your interest, and if accepted, follow the invitation process. So I have to actually talk to a team leader. Who the fuck is a team leader? How can you tell? Oh my god, Jesus Christ. Alright. Anyway. Yeah, it is interesting because there's some that stream the same time I do. It would be nice to just play a game with some of these guys, because clearly they collaborate with each other a lot. Like, I'm noticing how much these guys, like, collaborate with each other. Because this is definitely, like, a group of people that, like, It's definitely a group of people from like the same stream team. Maybe, maybe. I'm an artist, so I'm like, I don't know exactly if there's definitely a bunch of artists in here, probably, but like, I just don't see any of them yet. But I don't know. Little bit of a more like old man in this, so. But I know a lot of people that are probably in this community are also older than me, but still, I don't know. I might be a little too controversial for them. Who knows? It's kind of the problem is if you want to be a part of like a stream collaborative thing, you have to like actually care. You actually have to like, be the connections guy and have to like go business-esque with everything. And I just don't like that, I don't mean to be that way. I don't like the fact that like everything is so business all the time. I get the idea, right? Like, okay, you gotta have connections, you gotta gain a community, you're an entertainer, not necessarily like a friend or anything like that. But you gotta at least be like, but by a certain point, I have my limits, you know? I'm fine with, like, trying to grow as an audience, but I don't want to fucking hear the thing of being like, oh yeah, well here's how you grow your audience to the largest thing, and you should use this to do this and this. It's like, oh, and here's the specific thing that the algorithm, blah, 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 blah. No, fuck that shit. No. 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 Fuck that. No. I'm not an algorithmic creator. I don't do that shit, right? I get the idea that it's like, okay, yes, I get it. You gotta follow an algorithm in some way if you want to make it. But, like, at the same time, I also want to, like, keep the interactive aspect there. I want to be respectful.
One of those staples that we overuse later.
Now, don't get me wrong, I'm like,
So we
oh, whoops, I accidentally drew the mouth wrong. God damn it. Yeah, I just think that at the very moment, at least currently, at the moment, like, I don't want to do that, right? In the future, I'm gonna have to, right? In the future, I get the idea. Like, I won't have the same type of appeal that people, like, smaller streamers have, right? Small streamers have a huge, wide appeal, like, have an actual appeal because they are not restricted by, smaller creators have a wider appeal because they don't have to, like, follow the rules, right? They don't have to follow the same exact rules that, they don't have to follow the same exact rules that, that other creators do, right? They don't have like a strict community or connections or anything like that. They just are people that like decided that they wanted to, stream something. I just don't trust a lot of content creators right now because of the fact of what I used to have to deal with, right? I just don't trust a lot of them anymore because of that fact of like being used so often, right? I know that people probably don't do that often. Like, I don't know, man. Smaller creators don't do that shit, but bigger creators fucking definitely do. Like, if you get to a large amount, it is so hard to trust anyone, It is really hard to trust any creators, right? Content create like large, and I mean very, very large content creators, they're not friends. No large content creator is friends with anyone. I mean, fucking Ludwig said it himself. He is not friends with he's not friends with any fucking, like, he's not friends with the people he hangs out with, right? Like, Alpharad says that shit all the time. Like, it's just people that aren't, people that are in the content creator space, a lot of people that collaborate with other, like, creators, most of the time they're not friends with those people. I get the idea, right? But at the same time, it is a little nice to maybe have people that, It is nice to have people to relate to and people to like maybe hang out with outside of, you know, the thing we do. But currently that's kind of hard because of the fact that like, you know, currently that's extremely hard because of the fact that that's extremely hard because of the fact that like that everybody's so into fucking content creation now. I don't know. There's too many people wanting to become content creators. I hate to say that, but it is just true. Like an American content creator just is a common thing now, and I fucking don't like it. I don't like that that's a common thing. I don't like that people like, you know, like what was that survey where it was like something like that survey where it was like a certain amount of people like wanted, they took a survey of like people that wanted to become like something when they grow up, and a lot of kids said like, you know, content creators. Hold on. Shio. I actually have to see because I'm actually not sure exactly, but I actually want to kind of see. There's two other jobs. Let's see here. Currently at the moment, 2025, 207 million creators. Yeah. Okay, 162 million in the United States. Sorry, what? Hold on. That's a lot of people. Holy shit, that's half the population. That's more than half the population. Are you fucking telling me? Hold on. Wait. In 2023, in 2025, sorry, 2025, but 2023, like, they're there, but, like, holy shit. Oh my god, that's a lot of fucking people. 162 million content creators found in the United States by itself. Oh my god. Holy fuck. That's crazy. So people with the real jobs are just like, and I'm sorry, I know that people are like, oh, content create. Well, actually, I'm not sorry. The people with the real fucking jobs are like, are fewer and far in between. Oh my god. What? Yeah, the US population is at 300 million. Holy shit. Dude, that's insane. Oh my god, dude, what? No wonder people are trying to learn new languages and shit, because, like, who the fuck do we advertise in our own country to? Like, who do we advertise to? Bro, like, what the fuck? That's insane. I'm shocked. I'm fucking shocked. This is not like a thing that I thought would ever be a thing. I'm so shocked. As someone that's been doing this for the past 17 years, I never thought that this was possible. Dude, that's literally more than half the population. Because the US population right now is at 300 million people. And around 162 million of those people are content creators. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't think all of them are doing it as like a full-time thing, but like, yeah, the US population is 347 million people, and 162 million of those people, like, estimated are fucking content creators. Holy shit. That's insane. Wow. No wonder YouTube is fucking rich as shit. Oh my god. Dude, that's like, that's something. That's fucking something, dude. I can't believe it. And 47% of those people work full time. Whoa. And 70% of those people work as, like, as a part-time thing. So that's still, hold on. Hold on. So 70% of those people still do it as like as a part-time job, which, you know, now I'm doing. Hold on, sorry. I'm actually like I'm just like so shocked by this stat. Times point point 7. Jesus Christ, 113 million people. Dude, and then 347 million. Hold on. I just don't know what to say. Oh my god, this is like billions of dollars of industry. That's crazy. Hold on. Divide that by... Yeah, and then you're 13 million. I'm sorry, I'm just baffled by like how crazy this is. I'm like doing the math real quick, I apologize. Oops. Divide. 47 million people. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, that's literally 32% of the population still. That's crazy, dude. Over 30% of the population are content creators. Holy shit. Like I just don't know what to say. Like 32% of the population, dude. 33%, I guess, but oh my god, dude. Like Jesus Christ. Like I don't know what to say. That's fucking insane. Yeah, no wonder some creators are like gargantuanly successful because there's a bunch of other people trying to do it, trying to feed themselves and like or like trying to feed other ones and then or like going to feed other ones and then like Jesus Christ, dude. That's just a lot of people. You like that's too many people. I know I'm like an artist and I'm like a fucking content creator, but that's too many, dude. Holy shit. Like there's way too many people doing this. Like I know that it was bad, but I did not recognize the economy got so fucking tilted to the level where it's like where we have that many people that are like content creators. That's crazy. I did not think that that was possible. God damn, that's like that's just crazy. Like, yeah, and it's a pretty even split too. Oh my god, dude. Wow, yeah, it's an even ass split too. Wow, even since 2010. That's crazy. Dude, that's fucking crazy. Yeah, half the population. Oh my god. Okay. Comparing jobs here, we have a Dell certified system expert, software applicants, like applications architect, senior data center engineer, which all like some of these jobs I think are gone now. But like those were the big things. Like which is fucking insane. And then clinic like we have oh my god, and we're outbeating clinic administrator, clinical support specialist, and informatics nurse specialist. Oh my god, dude. What the hell? Holy shit. And 60% of it is white people. That makes sense. That makes complete sense. 60% of it being white people, unfortunately. 13% of it is Hispanic people, though. That's cool. That's probably increasing. Asian people, obvious. Weird. Asian people used to be the higher percentage. A lot of Asian people used to be content creators more most of the time, but I guess obviously that's changed, but that's kind of interesting. Didn't expect that. Obviously the number one dude for a long time was Asian. So dude, this is so weird. Oh yeah, even the white people in like in content creation is going down a lot. That's interesting. I don't know. It's kind of cool. Glad that that's happening. You know. Holy shit, though. Oh my god. Holy shit, Asian creators fucking kill it, though. My god, Asian creators fucking kill it in this industry. God damn. Good for them. Hell yeah. God damn. Holy shit. Sorry, I'm like looking at a bunch of stats now. I know I literally said I wouldn't do that. Oh my god, Jesus Christ. Okay. So, the median age as well for content creator went from fucking 18 to 36. Jesus Christ. The average content creator is now around 30 to 40 years old. That is fucking insane. So literally I am barely just not like I am barely just like, you know, one of the few people. Yeah. That's crazy. So yeah, if you're like a teenager or something, you probably will dominate this platform or dominate your genre area. Yeah. Not shocking. 77 or you know, 77% of content creators also have a fucking bachelor's degree in something because you know, all of us went to school and ended up not ending up using it because it fucking sucks ass. Good lord. Yep. That makes sense. Dude, this is crazy, bro. Oh my god, there's even like people that have like a bunch of employees. There's content creators that have 10,000 employees. That makes sense, I guess, but wow, that's a lot. Oof. Barely any of it's used for education. Why is there fucking government type shit on here? Why is that a stat? Jesus, dude. Wow. Yeah, it's fucking crazy, man. It's absolutely insane to me how many people just like... Yeah, it is a little funny that the unemployment rate goes up a little bit every time content creator, like the more content creators increase. 162 million, dude. 162 fucking million people. Like, it's just insane, dude. That's just fucking crazy to me. Like, we dominate so much. Oh my god, there's a lot of... Oof. Yikes. Yeah, I went... Oh my god, dude, the huge fucking dip in LGBTQ plus creators. Oh my god. I'm sorry, I'm looking at charts. I kind of don't want to show it just in case because, like, I don't want to get fucking something bad happening. Oh my god, a lot of these people are Spanish, too. That makes sense. A lot of people speaking Spanish are fucking dominating it. Super weird, dude. This is so odd. I find it a little annoying that there's also just like full-fledged jobs that are like trying to tell people to be content creators. Oh my lord. Okay. Oh, let's look at my state. Let's see. Let's look at my county because apparently it's by county. All right, here's my county right here. I think I'm in this county. Let's see here. I think I'm in this county. Yeah. So I'm definitely not there. Definitely not there. Definitely not there. No, I'm there. Jesus Christ. The average salary of my state's fucking... Of my state's, like, content creator field is 66,000 in my county. It's fucking crazy. Oh my god, people in Texas fucking make jack shit. Fucking Asmongold's such a lucky bastard. Oh my god, people in fucking Texas don't make anything. Good lord. Oh my god, people in fucking Washington State, though, are making fucking bank. California, not... Wow, they're making less than California. California people are making barely anything. Massachusetts, of course. Doesn't make much. God, it's so weird. It's so weird looking at this chart. It's so odd just looking at a chart of just like content creators, like just how much we've taken everything over. Which city has the most content creators? Oh my god, wait, what? Obviously, Los Angeles. Yeah, that makes sense. Obviously, Washington is second, though. No, it's not. Pennsylvania is, maybe? New York has very little. Weird. Weird. Yeah, so the ones that have the highest 1% of content creators, which is, sorry, 10%, not 1%, uh, is, California, obviously. New York is next. Texas, wait, what? So Texas has the most, but, like, by, yeah, Texas has the most, but a lower salary, which is insane, which is so fucking hilarious. Anyway, Illinois, Florida, Pennsylvania, Georgia, Washington. I thought Arizona was pretty high up there, but it is not. It is not high up there. We are 19. That's gonna probably change pretty soon. That's probably gonna change a lot though. Upcoming things. Yeah, we have the lowest amount per person, but that's, or per like inch, but that, dude, fucking, I just cannot believe more than half the country are content creators. That's so bad, dude. That's so bad. Like I cannot tell you how bad that is. Like that's just not good. Like I don't know why I'm just so scared for our future if that's like the case. Literally every other, like, we rely off of other countries, right? But like I just did not think we relied so heavily off of other countries that fucking content creators, like, or we relied so heavily off of other countries because of content creators. I cannot believe that shit because that's just a thing I did not expect people just like were. I did not expect so many people would be successful with that shit. 113 million of them are still successful with it too, which is insanity. Like I just don't know. Like I did not expect I was competing with I did not expect I was competing with that many people. Jesus Christ, dude. Yeah. This is why we focus on people out of country. Excuse me. Yeah. Excuse me. Hold on. I'm gonna say it. Hold on. If the most amount of content, content creators to the least amount. Sorry, I'm like genuinely interested in this now. So let's see. Brazil is second. United States is first. Brazil is second. Germany is next. Japan is afterwards. South Korea is next. Spain is next. UK is less? The United Kingdom? Really? I thought the United Kingdom would be a little bit, would have more. Usually the English, I thought Australia, United Kingdom, and United States had more like content creators than other countries, but that is not correct. Wild. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, 207 million content creators in the fucking world, dude. Oh my god. Like, just in the planet, but 126 million of those are from the United States. That's just crazy to me. India has the lot, though. Yeah, I would think India would be next, but nope. Not really. Yeah, so it goes, let's see. So it goes United States, Brazil, Germany, South Korea, sorry, Germany, Japan, South Korea, Spain, United Kingdom, France, Australia. Wow, Australia's really low. 23% of the population. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus Christ. I mean that's of the specific regions though, I guess. Yeah, but that's weird. We have 8 billion people. What does it mean 23% of the population? It's specific regions, so I guess that matter. Sorry, 303 million. Sorry about that. Oops. Ugh. Jesus Christ. Bro, like, I just don't like that. I do not like how many people are content creators. That's just fucking bonkers. I don't like that vast majority of the population are content creators. That's insane to me how many people like are that desperate. Like, because that's the reason why some people do it is for desperation. You cannot tell me that some of these people did it for the sake of like not desperation. Just that's crazy. That's fucking crazy. Yeah. 2020 obviously was a big one too. Oh my god. Oh, dude, I'm just like, oh my god, wow. Somebody removed the map from Reddit because somebody like what do you call it? Yeah. Yeah. This is fucking crazy. Yeah, somebody removed the fucking map because it was like because people like really didn't like it. That makes sense. Bro. Oh my god. Too many, bro. Too many. Too many creators. Maldives has the highest click through rate though, which is hilarious. Lord. Dude, I just can't believe that there's so many. I cannot believe that. Like, I'm sorry. I am so stuck on this. 162 million, dude. Oh my god. My god. I just don't know. I wish I could fucking like I wish I could just like oof. Dude, like that is such a bad thing for the economy. I don't know how to explain that. That is just bad for the economy. All right. Anyway, I am done looking at Doom shit. Oh, nope, this one's actually even more recent. This one says India is the one that oh no mind, this is people actually watch YouTube. God damn, India. Holy shit. Oh my fucking god. Ugh. God damn, India. Jesus Christ. You go, girl. I did not think India was watching YouTube a lot. God damn, they are watching way more than us. They have the highest population though in the world, so that makes sense. But wow. Talk about wildness. Dude, I can't fucking believe. Oh, dude. I just don't know what to say. Fucking Lord. Yeah, YouTube users, but not YouTubers. I was trying to see YouTubers specifically, but nah, it's just got content creators, which is like TikTokers and YouTubers. And probably like Facebook people too, but man. Ugh. Oh my god, dude. Sorry, I'm looking at like Social Blade and shit now. Oh, never mind. It won't let me do that anymore. Oh, nope, we're good. Like, I just... Alright, well, that's a hell of a thing to end on.